Hi, I'm Dave Neville, Senior Director of Brand Management for Callaway Golf, and we're talking about the all-new Paradigm AI Smoke Driver. We're saying this thing is sweeter from every spot, and the reason why we're saying that is it has an all-new AI smart face. That is really the big leap forward that we're making here with this driver. Yes, we did make improvements to the carbon chassis, the APW in the back, the mass properties, but it has an all-new AI smart face. And what is this all about? Well, we're using real player data for the first time, thousands and thousands of swings, millions of data points to create a swing code for various types of golfers. We're integrating that with our AI and machine learning to make a face that we've never seen before in golf. And really what this face is able to do is if you hit it off center, it is able to resist some of the gear effect that we have. So really the AI smart face is what really takes this driver to the next level. We have 4 models. We're starting with our Max model. That's going to be our core model. We have a draw model, the Max D. We have a really lightweight. That's going to be the Max Fast. We've had that in the past in Japan, so that's for the golfer that needs a little bit of a lightweight option. And we have the Triple Diamond. This is our better player, low spin offering. So we really have a driver for everyone. And that's basically a wrap for the new AI Smoke drivers. We're saying sweeter from every spot.
Welcome back to ECPC. I am here with the Brian Williams.
Yes, sir.
You are the VP of R&D at Callaway.
I am.
And we're here just talking about the drivers in this session.
Yep.
We picked out 3 of the main models here. We've got the Core, the D, and the Triple Diamond. Mm-hmm. Give us your best spiel on what's going on. There's new tech, and who are they aimed at?
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. So what we've done is a fundamentally different approach for each of these drivers. For us, and I think for the industry, a breakthrough in the use of AI and how we model for each of these. And so let me talk you through that. So good to start with the Max D. So this is a product that we took swing data from all around the world out there at our fitting centers, and we segmented it, and we looked at all the people that were being fit into draw bias drivers, right? Big Berthas, Paradigm X's, Rogue draws. And we looked at their swing tendencies, we looked at the swing dynamics, and we said, what are the characteristics that we see that are common? We see players here who are swinging down and across the ball, face open to path, and so that's your slicer, right? And so what we did was we built a platform where we could put in that swing into our AI routines, and we could optimize a face that would flex differently for that golfer. So it's no longer being delivered at just neutral, no longer modeling a perfect swing. It's talking about a player who's coming in down and across, and how can we have the ball come off the face a little differently for that player and straighten it out. So that's kind of what we did in terms of tendencies around that swing. And typically that player's has a dispersion pattern in terms of impact location that's more low heel to high toe, typically slower swing speeds. So all of that's programmed in, impact location, speed, attack path, everything.
So you touched on that, that's really speed dependent as well. So does this cap out at maybe 100 miles an hour, or where's its kind of
that's
peak?
Probably a decent segment. I think most of the players in this model are going to be more in the 80 to 90 mile an hour, but I think you could absolutely have a 100 mile an hour swing speed who's coming in down and across, face angle open, who's going to be a great fit for this product.
And that's what I really want to touch on, and I think is so important about this product is draw bias has been done before. High MOI has been done before, but this is targeted at a specific swing or a profile of swing. The face is literally tailored to put up with that strike pattern more over and above anything else.
100%. What you're able to do is just using maybe the illustration of like the low heel shot, you're going to have your gear effect and you're going to get side spin. What the AI Smart Face is now kind of looking to do is it's saying I'm coming in open and across, and I can actually flex in a way where I can resist some of that gear effect and take a little side spin off. It won't wash it out completely, but it'll reduce it to the point where it'll be a longer, straighter shot for that player.
Unbelievable.
Pretty cool.
So transitioning it into the normal, the standard, the core model, give us the differences.
Yeah, so when we look at categorizing swings here, we're still talking about a player who's probably coming in a little bit from the outside, starting to maybe swing up on the ball a degree or so, a little higher speeds. We're probably talking about 100 to 110 potentially. And so, a player, really the core of the market. And what we're doing here is, we've got a a swing path that'll work for this player. We've got a lower CG. We're going to be seeing about 200 RPM lower spin on this.
Comparative to the D?
Compared to Paradigm from last year.
Okay.
Excuse me. But a lower CG with the slider track at the bottom, still lots of adjustability and shot shape correction on that, probably 19 yards or thereabouts. But again, kind of a nice model to be longer and straighter. For us with testing, we don't see anybody who has a bad fit in this new model. Like the Max, it'll work for everybody. But when you get somebody in for a custom fit, you're going to see the potential to really kind of unlock lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
We've seen players who have been 30 or 40% more consistent downrange with this product compared to Paradigm, which was a breakthrough for us in terms of accuracy and forgiveness.
Pretty good driver.
Yeah.
And now this is a driver that I've played. This is the Triple Diamond.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, I'm assuming we're going to see different swing characteristics, different speeds.
Totally. So better player, more consistent impact location centered in the face, a player that's swinging up on the ball, more neutral path, a face angle that's typically going to be pretty square to path. This is a good player for us. Certainly our tour pros, this is a #1 winning model on tour. I think 70-80% of our tour players are fit right into the commercial version of Triple Diamond. And we've made it significantly more consistent. Again, our testing here, we've been seeing something like 30% tighter downrange dispersion. Using that swing dynamics and that AI smart face approach, we've been able to kind of pull in some of those mishits and make it still that industry-leading kind of distance model, very low spin, but now much more stable and much more consistent.
And you also have still the ability here to flip the CG from front to back a little and get some more forgiveness, putting a heavyweight rear.
Absolutely. So we're typically setting them up with the 14-gram weight in the rear, but you have the ability to put the 14-gram up front if you really want to take spin down. We're seeing some players do that. It's already a low spinning version. It gives you those options where you can really go for low spin and distance and really dial it in.
Yeah, this is a great lineup in our store, and I think the storyline really lends to what our fitters do. When we come in and we see your tendencies, we now know that we've got a driver that we can pick out of the bag relative to what you're doing, and it's purely designed around really, really high-tech AI, which is a buzzword, but you guys are leaps and bounds ahead with it.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great product. It's going to really cement our position as a leader in AI in golf. That's a journey we've been on for 15 years now. We've got a team of people that have been dedicated to it for that long, kind of building out the systems and the infrastructure and the platforms. And for us, this is where we really saw a step change in what we could get out of it. So we're really excited about it. Can't wait to have people go in and try it out.
I can't wait to hit it myself. Okay, so I'm here with Evan Gibbs, Director of Woods for the R&D side at Callaway. Thank you for being with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm looking to try and demonstrate with my lack of talent the difference between these models.
Sure.
Brian Williams gave us some great descriptions. If you could just kind of, when I'm going to hit them, give me an overview of what you'd expect to see. I'm going to start with a D, move into the core model, and then up into the Triple Diamond. Any information you've got on them that's going to help me and other people make an informed decision would be great.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit the
Give
D
it a go.
first. So D for draw, right?
Yep.
So we're going to see the highest spinning, highest launching, most left bias.
Yeah, it's probably the highest spinning relative to the others, but not high spin by any means. It's kind of a mid-spin driver, definitely going to launch the highest and going to be the easiest to kind of turn over.
Cool. I mean, it kind of looks like that. The shape is, there, the upright, little upright in the
Yeah,
angle.
it's more upright than the other three. The biggest head shape at address as well.
Feels great. The head shape wasn't even that big. Looking down at it, I've played Triple Diamond and this thing doesn't look crazy. Okay, I got 17 degrees of launch and 3,600 RPMs.
Okay,
So it's a little
probably
higher
not
than
the best fit for you.
For me, right?
We do, let's see, this is a 12 degree.
Okay.
So we do offer a 10.5 and a 9. So definitely the biggest thing there was just needed a stronger loft.
Yep.
Now you've got the
I've got
Max model.
Core model here, 9 degrees. So
This is actually the highest MOI model, so it's going to give the most consistency in terms of ball speed and launch. It's also the most versatile from a shot shape fitting perspective.
with the track in the back.
It's got the track in the back, so roughly 18, 19 total yards of shot shape correction, so it can help really minimize a slice or promote a draw, or for players who want to promote a fade, can do that as well. Let's have a look.
Okay, so that was slightly different there. Definitely flatter in flight there, a little more fade towards it. I had 14 degrees of launch and 2,700, so that's pretty nice numbers for me.
So we're getting better.
Closer.
Yeah. So this is going to be definitely the lowest spin model, but a lot more forgiving than years past. So it's the go-to model on tour, but I think this year, it's really going to appeal to a little bit broader range of players, kind of single-digit handicaps. but not just the elite players. So really forgiving, really consistent in terms of the spin rate. So you'll see when you miss it up and down the face, that spin window is going to come down quite a bit, giving you a lot more consistent distance.
Awesome. Wow.
So definitely a lot flatter there.
Such a lower flight there.
Yeah, really came off very neutral start line, not much bias there.
11.5 degrees of launch and 1900 spin. So with a little dialing in with maybe loft and shaft.
Yeah, that's about as low as we'd want to see spin from our perspective. 2000 is getting on the low end.
Yep.
You know, I think that's one trend we see on tour lately is that they're really trying to target more like 25, 2600. Gives them just a lot more playability, a lot more consistency, stability.
Yep.
But on those low spin shots, if just north of 2000, that's a good place to be.
It's awesome. I'm excited to really do some personal testing because I'm not sure whether I'm a TD or a standard. They both felt pretty great.
Well, and all the lofts that we offer and the forms of adjustability, there is some crossover there. So, you know, there are definitely players that it's going to come down to 1 or 2 head models depending on how they're set up. And then it comes down to preference in head shape, maybe sound and feel, things like that come into play.
You've done a great job, mate. This is an awesome lineup. I'm excited to get it in our fitters' hands. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.